call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hoosiers offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those 2.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Working on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, it's Beebe. Fighting justice, missing tackles. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets open down the middle. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The give to the tailback. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by just 2 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
and you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Allard. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy
headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, trying to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
He lobs one high down the left side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got the back over the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him stuck. Short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Got it in the middle. It's Dinkins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Cooper. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Sweet cut there. Takes it the other way. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll heave it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Complete in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Hoosiers are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mendoza. Fires left. He makes the catch. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Red pass hits complete. Touchdown, Indiana! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
I have no idea what he was thinking. He just ran out of bounds, and it's a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are on the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might fall.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Makes the catch at the 30. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game. Confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could explore.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Used the play fake, now to throw. He's got him in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Child. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Dinkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield. It's Child. Gets it to him on the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Looking for a man, it's Allard. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. From the gun, give on the inside. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The hand to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time. He's loose. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Dropping back, it's Aller. That's caught. It's Dinkins. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll open the second half on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Going to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Belly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Spartans have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Got it set up on the outside. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Spartans have moved it inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch it, big fella.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his hand. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Mark. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Handoff to the lone back. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
There he goes! Oh, no, the ball popped out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive play.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody. One today.
Turning it on! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The sure hands, it's McCray. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just through behind his pad. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Pena. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the
celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Rayola. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's a heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do it's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Penn State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll...
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
To the air, it's Aller. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the... Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. It's a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Get it out on the screen. Rams him with the stiff arm. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Ives. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's eyes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Allen. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ross. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Under fire. Snags it inside the 20. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Looking to throw on first down. And down he goes back at the 3. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better,
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Unleashes one. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first and 10 from the 27. The give to the single back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Hunter. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. After that last completion, it's second down. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ives. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Key. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Good. Turning it on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. To the air, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it. It's Booth. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Give as they work on that clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. A strong, methodical...